All right, so I'm super excited about this video because it's going to be 5 tips from Dave, and I get to ask him any questions that I want, and you're going to have to tell me your tip.
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
because the saying that she has is hashtag do what Dave says.
And it's only do what Dave says because Dave does what Danette says.
Sure. We'll go with that one.
Okay. Anyway, tell me your best tip on getting your husband on board.
So getting your husband on board. So this is something that Danette and I wasn't really on board when she first started getting into the oils. So not to make these videos super long, my first tip part of that is to know your why. Understand why you want to do it and have that belief really firm in there. And then the second part of that is to clearly articulate that to your family, because it's very important to have that support from your husband or for your kids that you may be gone, 2 evenings a week or whatever it is, teaching a class or meeting someone one-on-one. So it's really important to clearly articulate that why, so everybody is completely on board with the vision of why we need to do this and why it's good for us to have some of the sacrifice.
Sure. I know, like, we had conversations with our kids when we were going to be gone traveling either to leadership or convention, gone teaching classes. It was really important that we had conversations with our families, letting them know that we're putting in a lot of hard work and dedication for free time and availability to spend with our family later on. Yeah,
because there is sacrifice involved, and it does take having a understanding support system. It makes it easier.
Perfect. Okay. Tip number 2 is, how would you tell somebody is going to be an effective way to get classes booked?
An effective way to get classes booked?
Yes.
Talk to everybody. Tell everybody invite everybody to your classes. And one of the things that we found too is book classes out of classes. So if you have an oil or some roller balls or something that you can work with somebody and they get this that night if they go ahead and schedule a class for next week or in 2 weeks or whatever it is. So that's some of the most effective ways to continuously build your business and continuously have a flow of classes to book classes out of your classes.
Sure. I would also say, to piggyback on that, to not be afraid and don't prejudge who you think would or would not want to have a class, and ask everyone. If they say no, you're going to be okay.
Absolutely. That's why I said tell everybody. Don't, like Danette said, don't prejudge. Just talk about the oils. They work. They're effective. They're scientifically proven to help. They can empower so many people. So don't be afraid of it.
Sure. Tip number 3, what have you found over the past 4 years was the most effective way to get people on LRP and keeping the retention rate as high as it is with doTERRA?
Education. So continuously educating people, that's the first part of it. If people don't know what they don't know, right? So if they're not educated on why, I'll pick on oregano, why oregano is important, or how it can support your health, they don't know, they won't use it. So it's really important to show people that. The other thing too is to understand that our products are consumable. You get your vitamins and cleaners and everything else, and you're reducing your toxic loads. So again, LRP retention, really make a lifestyle switch to utilizing these products, because they truly are life-changing. They truly are able to work more efficiently than a bleach or whatever it might, those disinfectants. I mean, there's tons of studies out there to show that. So having people understand that. So education. And also one of the things I find extremely effective is setting up a health protocol for people, a roadmap, so to speak, so they can become healthy and change things within their lives or within their families' lives.
That's really smart. So one of the things that is really important to help your LRP retention is doing what's called the membership overview. This is going to help you sit down with your new enrollee, and you're going to figure out what their health and wellness goals are, and you're going to put together a protocol for them so they can order products. They know what they're going to order the following month, and then the 3 months after that, they know exactly what products they're going to get that's going to help them reach those health and wellness goals.
Absolutely. So that's why in the boot camp, there was, fortunes in the follow-up, we membership overview. The membership overview is vital to not just LRP, but continuing education for those customers.
Right.
And that it's got to be done. And we try to provide as much support as we can for education. So make sure they get plugged in, because it takes some of the load off of you.
Right. Okay. So now talking about classes.
Yes.
What would you say are the 2 biggest mistakes people make when they teach a class?
They talk too much. We were extremely guilty of it.
Covering too much product.
And I say we, but I mean, we're over there. So we talk too much, and you have to keep it simple. You have to keep it short. Not too short, not 5 minutes, but you have to keep it informative. You have to keep the people that are at the class engaged. And when I say keep it simple, don't have tons of food and all that kind of stuff. I mean, you're there to learn. You keep it engaged. You keep the class to about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, because anything longer than that, they start to glaze over. They're tired.
Confused minds don't buy.
Right. Confused minds don't buy. They're tired. They've worked all day. Some of, who knows? But if not, they were working with their kids all day. So they're tired. Yeah, keep it simple. And
okay, what's the next one? Keep it simple.
Keep it simple and don't talk forever.
I know one.
What?
People don't ask for the sale.
Oh.
They're afraid to ask, are you ready to set up your wholesale account this evening?
Yeah.
Are I would say the 2 biggest mistakes.
Yes.
Too much information. And you don't ask for the sale. Yeah,
you have to close the deal. I mean, I know people hate saying, well, I don't want to be salesy. You're not salesy. I mean, you're doing them a disservice if you don't.
You're not going to change their lives if they don't get the oils in their home.
Yeah, the education is great, but I mean, they have to get the oils in their home and start utilizing them and using them on their family to change their lives.
So I like to tell people in the 4 years that we've been doing this, and all of the people that we've enrolled and we've gotten oils in their home, I have never had one person that was upset with me that they started using oils.
No. We've had people. I tell the story quite often. I mean, a mother crying and hugging me because we helped her and her son out.
Yes.
So. Yes.
Any last tips?
Don't be afraid of direct sales. Don't be afraid of owning your business. So I'm going to speak briefly just on the business aspect of this. You will get the results that you put into it. So if you put your toe into it, you're going to get toe results. If you jump in and really work to get that burst of momentum, you will take off just like an airplane. And not to quote Eric Worre or anything, but there's truth to that. And that's what we did when we first got started. And it has propelled us. And so if you're going to do it, do it. I mean, you can dip your toe if that's where you're comfortable at, but those are the results you're going to get. You're
going to be happier with your business if you can create a giant burst of momentum in the very beginning, and it's going to be a lot more enjoyable.
And I know a lot of people, because this is direct sales, they get scared or nervous to talk to people. But I ask you, what is different about direct sales or what we're doing versus if I had a store somewhere that sold product? There's nothing other than I don't have the startup costs. I don't have the overhead. I don't have the employees. So I'm able to capitalize on my investment, more return on my investment, and be able to support my family better. So therefore I'm able to be profitable much faster than if I had some franchise business. So there's no difference. So direct sales, I mean, you have the Kardashians or whoever sitting on TV selling various products, whether it's the Wheezy brand, or I think one of the Jenners has a cosmetic line that you see on there and stuff. I mean, they're hustling their product, they're pushing their product, and half of that stuff is toxic and everything else.
Garbage.
Yeah, at least here you're helping people, you're supporting people. And one final tip that I have is everything you do, truly look at it from the heart and how you're serving those people and how you're helping those people, because it's not about you, it's not about us, it's about what we're doing for someone else. And if you run your business that way, you'll see tremendous results, because that to me is how businesses should be ran.
For sure.
So
definitely.
Those are tips from Dave.
All right. Those are good tips, Dave.
So,
all right. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this and continue on with the rest of Builder Bootcamp.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you at the end.
Thank you.